to listen and learn. I am Pamela Jasmine. Today I am going to teach natural vegetation. What is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation refers to the plant cover that has not been disturbed for a long time so as to allow its individual species to adjust themselves fully to the climate and soil condition. I repeat, natural vegetation refers to the plant cover that has not been disturbed for a long time so as to allow its individual species to adjust themselves fully to the climate and soil conditions. There is difference between flora, vegetation and forest. What is flora? Flora refers to the plants of a particular region or period listed as a species and considered as a group. It means a group of plants living together. For example, the eastern Himalayas have about 4,000 species of plants. Then, vegetation. Vegetation refers to the assemblage of plant species living in association with each other in a given environmental setup. What is assemblage? Assemblage means gathering. And what is association? Association means cooperation. So vegetation. Vegetation refers to the assemblage of plant species living in association with each other in a given environmental setup. For example, the redwood forest or the mangroves, coastal mangroves, etc. Now, forest. Forest refers to a large tract of land. It is a large area. Forest refers to a large tract of land covered with trees and accompanying undergrowth of shrubs, herbs, and sustaining thousands of life forms, which include both plants and animals. Forest refers to a large tract of land covered with trees and accompanying undergrowth of herbs and shrubs, sustaining thousands of life forms, including plants and animals. Now, importance of forests. There are different functions. Forests are doing different functions. First is productive functions. So, various trees provide us with products such as fruits, leaves, roots, tubers of plants, etc. So, plants provide us with various products like fruits, leaves, roots, and herbs, and some medicinal plants. So, it gives us so many products. And wood is used for making furniture and for construction. And wood and bamboo pulps are used for making paper and cardboards. And then wood is used as a fuel to cook food. That means wood. Firewood is burnt to make food. Then forest products other than timber and firewood include fibers, essential oils, oil seeds, and edible plants. And bamboo provides means of livelihood for tribals. They make baskets, mats, and all with this bamboo. So there are different functions. And even it also used in the manufacture of rayon, then artificial silk fibers. Now, so these are the productive functions. Now the protective functions. What are the protective functions? Forests control the water flow. And then the thick layer of humus in the forest prevents evaporation of water from the soil. and the complex root system of the forest. That means different trees have so many types of roots, and these complex system of roots protect or preventing soil erosion and preserve the nutrients. That means it prevent soil erosion and loss of nutrients. Then thick humus cover. Thick humus cover over the years. The thick humus over the years is formed formed from the decay of litter. Litter means leaves and animal remains and all. So these humus cover, thick layer of humus give fertility to the soil. These are the protective functions. Now, regulatory functions. So, the trees utilize carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and release oxygen, and they maintain or regulate the circle of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, oxygen and carbon dioxide cycle is regulated by the forest. And one more cycle, water cycle. So, plants, the trees absorb water from the ground, and it release unwanted or excess water through evaporation. And this evaporated water forms clouds, and that will result into precipitation. That means rain. So this that rainwater goes to the ground. Again, that cycle is maintained. So water cycle is also maintained by forest. So that regulatory functions means it maintains or it regulates. Forest regulates two cycles: oxygen carbon dioxide cycle and the water cycle. The next is accessory functions. What is accessory function? Accessory functions of the trees means that the forest provide habitat for the wildlife. That means in the forest there are different kinds of animals. And the aesthetics, provide aesthetics. What is aesthetics? Beauty of nature. And also provide recreation centers. So we are human beings go to different national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and biosphere reserves for our recreation. So forests provide aesthetics, then accessory function like habitat for different animals, and aesthetics, that means beauty of nature, and recreation for human beings. Then types of vegetation. Then India has a variety of forests and natural vegetation due to variations in climatic condition and soil types and relief features. India has different kinds of forests and natural vegetation because of three reasons, 3 points. So one is variation in climatic condition and soil types and relief features. In different areas the climate is different, then soil is also different in different areas. So many types of soils are there. Then relief features, so many mountains, plateaus and plains and all. So these are the factors that provide India with different variety of forests and natural vegetation. There are different types of forests in India. Which are the different types of forests? There are 5 types. First is tropical evergreen forest or rainforest. Second is tropical deciduous forest or monsoon forest. Then tropical deserts, littoral and mountain forest. These are the 5 types of forests. First of all, we will discuss tropical evergreen forest or rainforest. So these are climatic conditions. First we will discuss the climatic conditions. We have to discuss 3 factors in climatic conditions. First is availability of rain. So, these forests are found in the areas where the annual rainfall is more than 200 centimeters. Then, the average annual temperature. Temperature is between 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. Then, an average annual humidity exceeds 77%. These are the three factors of climatic conditions. Rain above 200 centimeters, annual rainfall above 200 centimeters. Then temperature ranges between 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, and humidity is above 77%. Now, distribution. In which all places we can find this evergreen forest? The forests are chiefly distributed in the heavy rainfall areas like western slopes of the Western Ghats. So, western slopes of the Western Ghats is windward region. So, windward region gets so much of plenty of rainfall. So, western slopes of the Western Ghats. Then hills of northeastern region, and Andaman and Nicobar and Tamil Nadu. These are the four regions where we can find tropical evergreen forests. So, western slopes of the Western Ghats, then hills of northeastern region, Andaman Nicobar Islands and Tamil Nadu coast. These are the areas where we can find tropical evergreen forests. Now, characteristic features. Since this region remains warm and wet throughout the year, it has luxuriant vegetation of all kinds. So, one question can be there. Why does this tropical evergreen forests are having luxuriant variety of trees or plants? So, all kinds of vegetation. That means, why this luxuriant vegetation of all kinds in tropical evergreen forests? Because this region remains warm and wet throughout the year. That is the reason. Give reason, question can come. Why the tropical evergreen forest has a luxuriant vegetation of all kinds? Because of its warm and wet climate throughout the year. Then, trees, shrubs and creepers giving it multi-layered structure. Now, the trees of this region, the trees reach great heights of more than 60 meters. Trees are very tall in the evergreen forest. Then, the carpet layer of herbs and grass cannot grow because the trees form a canopy. That means a roof like. Then from the thick forest region, that trees form a canopy and the sunlight cannot penetrate down to the ground. That is why there are no grass or herbs. Then the trees in these forests do not have a fixed time to shed their leaves, bear flowers, or for fruitation. There is no particular time. So that is why the forests appear green throughout the year. That is another short question. Why tropical evergreen forests are always green throughout the year? Because trees do not have any particular time to shed their leaves and bear fruits and bear flowers. Now, economic value. Tropical evergreen forests produce various types of trees, various plant species of economic value, high economic value. The timber produced is hard and durable, but still this forest cannot be exploited. It has not been fully exploited. Why? due to tangled mass of canes, palms, bamboos, ferns and climbers. And the transportation is means of transport lack. That means we cannot enter into the forest because of this tangled mass of canes, palms, bamboos, ferns and climbers. So this forests have not been fully exploited. Now tropical tropical evergreen forest is over. Now tropical deciduous forest. See, why do we call it deciduous? Deciduous because it shed, these trees in this forest shed leaves in 6 to 8 weeks in spring season and in the beginning of summer. So it is called deciduous forest, and they are the most widespread forests in India. So one short question: which forest is the most widespread forest in India? Tropical deciduous forests are the most widespread forest in India. And based on the availability of water, these forests are further categorized into tropical, the moist deciduous forest and dry deciduous forest. So the moist deciduous forest, the climatic condition. Such forests are found in areas with moderate or low annual rainfall of 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. So less rainfall is less than evergreen forest. So moderate or low rainfall, that is 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. And mean annual temperature is 24 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees. And humidity percentage of 50 to 80. So these are the three climatic conditions. Annual rainfall is a bit of 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter, and a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, and humidity percentage of 50 to 80. Now distribution. Distribution means the places where we can find this moist deciduous forest. These forests occur in the northeastern part of the peninsula, along the foothills of Himalayas and eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. So this needs only moderate rainfall. So it is on the leeward side of the Western Ghats, and so the eastern slopes are on the leeward side, and there only less rainfall is available. So it is on the eastern slopes of the Himalayas. So three regions: northeastern part of the peninsula and the foothills of Himalayas and the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. And it can be found in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Now, characteristic features. The trees in these forests shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks during spring and early summer, that we have discussed. Why do they shed their leaves? Because shortage of water is acute. There is acute shortage of water, and the subsoil water is not enough for the trees to keep their leaves throughout the year. That is why they shed. Tropical deciduous forests shed their leaves. Okay, then a particular species can be found over a large area. So one species cover a large area. Then they are commercially most exploited forests of India. Another speciality. First was they are the most widespread forest, and this is the most commercially exploited forest of India is moist deciduous forest. Then the common trees. Which are the common trees found in the moist deciduous forest? So, common trees such as sal, teak, arjun, shisham and sandalwood. You have to tell only 3-4 trees, important trees. So, which are the common trees? Sal, teak, arjun, shisham and mulberry also. Mulberry and sandalwood. Now, economic value. Tropical deciduous forests are commercially the most exploited. This is repeated. This point is repeated. Besides providing valuable timber, they provide various other products also. And sandalwood. Sandalwood in these forests is in great demand in India and abroad. Sandalwood is very costly. You can make sandalwood oil and sandalwood paste and all. So it has high economic value, high demand. So now dry deciduous forest. So climatic condition. These forests are found in areas having a mean annual temperature of 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. So temperature is between 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall between 70 centimeter to 100 centimeter, very less. And humidity between 51 to 58%. So as the rainfall is less, humidity is also less. So rainfall is 70 centimeter to 100 centimeter and temperature is 23 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius and humidity between 51 to 58%. And then distribution. These forests are found in the rainier parts of the peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau does not get so much of rain. So in the rainier part of peninsular plateau and the plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. So distribution is very less. In the peninsular plateau, rainier parts of peninsular plateau and plains of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Now characteristic features. These forests thrive between moist deciduous forest in the east and tropical thorn forest in the west. It is in between. Tropical moist forest, tropical thorn forest and tropical, in the moist, it is between the moist deciduous forest and the tropical thorn forest. So it needs the climatic condition in between. And on the vector margins, there is a transition. There is a transition of this tropical, dry deciduous forest. In the wetter margins, these forests have a transition into moist deciduous, while on the drier margins, they degrade into thorn forest. So, if the region is wet, this dry forest, that dry deciduous forest will be transformed into moist deciduous forest, and if it is in the dry region, it will transform into thorn forest. Okay, then in the North Indian plains and in the areas of higher rainfall in the peninsular plateau, these forests have open stretches in which teak and other trees interspersed and with patches of grass. So, in the wetter regions, there are trees and grasslands, grass patches. Then during the dry season, all the trees shed their leaves and give the forest a look of a vast grassland with naked trees. Naked trees means trees without any leaves. Now, economic value. The trees of these forests provide timber, fruits and other useful products. Large tracts of these forests have been cleared for agricultural activities. So today this much is enough because it is becoming very lengthy. So you will be getting bored. So let us conclude today. Tomorrow I'll come with another video of the remaining portion of this chapter. So stay blessed and listen repeatedly and learn this chapter thoroughly. Like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. God bless.